Hey guys, let's talk through how we would solve a tip problem. So you go to a restaurant to celebrate your mom's birthday. The bill is $160 and you want to pay a 20% tip. So I'm going to highlight some important information here. The first thing that I see that's important is that the bill is $160. The next thing that's important is that you want a 20% tip. Okay, so one thing to keep in mind is that a tip is extra money that you're leaving for a server. So a tip usually means that it's going to be added on to the bill. So I'm going to put a little plus sign next to the tip. So in order to figure out what the tip is, we need to calculate what is 20% of the total bill. So the first thing that I would do is I need to switch this 20% and convert it to a decimal. So as we learned, in order to write 20% as a decimal, you move your decimal places 2 units to the left. So 20% would be 0.20. Okay, and we want 20% of the bill, and we know that the word of means to multiply in math. So I need to take 0.20, 20%, and multiply it, okay, times the bill. And I'm going to show multiplication with parentheses, but you could use a little multiplication symbol or a star. Any of those would work. Okay, so again, I can use my calculator. So in my calculator, I'm just typing in 0.20 times 160, and that gives me 32. So 20% of the bill is $32. So that means that the tip is $32, but I'm not done. The next question is, what is the total bill? Now, the word total should indicate to you that you are adding, but even if it didn't say total bill, you know that when we have a tip, we add it onto the bill. So our bill is $160, and we're going to add on the tip of 32. So that gives me a total bill of $192. Okay, so let's look at the 2 add-on questions at the bottom. What if you left a 15% tip? Okay, so if we wanted a 15% tip, instead of calculating 20%, we would just change that to 15%. So 15% is 0.15 or 0.15, and we multiply that times the bill of $160. So again, I would use my calculator. 15% of 160 is $24. Okay, so that would be a $24 tip. And if I wanted to calculate the entire bill, 160 plus 24 is 184. If we wanted to leave a 25% tip, again, we would convert 25% to a decimal, which is 0.25, and multiply that times 160, which is $40. Okay. All right. So the thing that you want to remember when you're doing tip problems is that you need to multiply the percentage times the bill, and that will give you the tip. And then to find the total bill, you add that amount back to the bill price and get a total amount.